Hi guys, I just want to show you my trading portfolio and just run through some of the systems which I am currently running. They are all different and I thought it'll be interesting to show you what I currently have, and if you're interested in any of them, just point you in the direction where you can find more information. So I am tracking all of this in Myfxbook. I've logged in as myself. In my portfolio, I have a variety of different systems. So I'm just going to pick the first one here, which is the MrAlanForex Automated, which you probably have seen in quite a few of my videos. And this is my main portfolio and the flagship one, which I run and manage most days. So this is the one that's running a portfolio of different trading robots. What I have is a whole bunch of trading robots sitting in what I call incubation accounts. These are small live accounts which trade the Forex markets. And I have around 30 of these, and what I am doing is monitoring these accounts and monitoring for the best trading robots and putting them into this portfolio. And as the markets are changing, I am removing them. And what you see here is, if you go to the custom analysis, there's a magic number. You see there's a whole load of different numbers here. Each one is corresponding to a particular trading robot, and you can isolate them and see how they're doing individually. And quite often, because markets are changing, you'll see that you'll see. I'll show you, for example, analyze all of them. You'll see there are ones which are doing different things. Some are still. This is the combined amount. Let's just take off this tick here, and you can see which ones are running and doing what. Yeah, this one here, I need to remove 1111. For whatever reason, that was going at super high risk, but that's no longer used. So if you click on this, you can see different trading robots. And when it's flatlined, as quite a few of them have, they've just flatlined, which means that I've taken them off the portfolio and introduced new trading robots. So quite a few, you'll see them do really, really well. And as markets change, they don't perform so well, and then I don't feel comfortable, and I remove them. So this was one which you've probably seen in, if you're a Patreon member. This one was 340143, which I can't remember the name, but this is one that I released, and it was doing really, really well for a while, for good, maybe since November to around May, so a good 6 months before it started to not perform so well. So then it got removed, and what I do is, this is just a managed portfolio of different trading robots, and yeah, it's just going to go back to the beginning. Oops, I'm taking everything off now. I've actually forgotten how do I do this? How do I do this? Okay, analyze. I think that should show everything. Yeah, so here we are. So it says 400, and so it's almost 500%. The absolute gain is a lot less because what I've been doing is adding to this. So you see these big chunks here. Every time I get some spare cash, I throw in here because I want to grow this account, so so it gets bigger and bigger. But as you can see, if you click on the profit, you can see that it is steadily and always going up. Drawdowns have been at the beginning. In January, it got as high as 25%, but since then, been keeping it all under 10%. So it is, 10%. I think is a small enough number to be able to make it worthwhile in terms of getting enough gain. So 500%, yet now we're seeing under 10% drawdown. So this one is this trading portfolio is more suited for larger accounts. I'd say around 5k minimum. There are a few people copying this with over 100k on this, and it works well because what we're seeing is we are not trading for small pips. So we're not scalping. Obviously, with any trading system, there are losses and wins, but we're gunning for bigger amount of pips. So anything from 50 to 100 pips. Obviously, the losses are also larger, but it does mean that because the pip sizes are larger, this is not then constrained to accounts where we're dependent on spreads. You're not dependent on particularly fast executions and other sort of weird broker nuances which you get across different brokers. Um, you can scroll through and look at this history. I'll include all of the links so you can see for yourself. This would be the live link, and it's completely open, so you can see this. You can see how it's been tracking over the months. 2020. This is how we've been doing. I've been gradually decreasing risk, just keeping it under control and trying to make it consistent, so that there are some consistent wins. So yes, this is my flagship portfolio. This is available on Signal Start, and I will send the link if this is one that you're interested in. Secondly, it's Hamster. This was a Patreon trading robot which I released. So this is free for all Patreon Pro tier members. And I know you're looking at this thinking, oh, this doesn't look so good. But what I wanted to show you was, so within the Hamster trading robot, there are 4 set files and 4 configurations, and they're all trading a different Forex pair. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to split that up so you can see the performance across each pair. So you've got Euro dollar, pound dollar, Kiwi dollar, and dollar Swissy. So if you split up that, go to analyze, you see it's quite interesting. You see here the Kiwi dollar hasn't, it's taken a few losses. It doesn't look so good, the shape of the graph, and likewise with the pound dollar. But where we're seeing performance here is the Euro dollar and the dollar Swiss. So let's isolate them still. Dollar Swiss, analyze, and there you go. You see from February this year to the present date, it hasn't done that many trades. It's done 17 trades, but every single one is a winner. And you can see, look at the history. It's doing a good 20 odd pips. So this one we found a really good optimization, and so far we've done 17 trades. It's made 344 pips, not a single loss here. So this was, one if you wanted to download the Hamster and just use this optimization. Note the broker that I'm using, so it's IC Markets. So if you use the same broker, you should get exactly the same results. And likewise, the other winner was Euro dollar. So this is the other optimization which has worked really well as well. And you can see here since February, this one's done a lot more trades, 42 trades. And it's done 214 pips, so less number of pips. And this one of the reasons is because it's only targeting for 5 pips. So obviously this one also needs to be IC Markets or any low spread broker. As you can see here, it's also a real account. So yeah, I mean, if I had traded these two alone, yeah, we would have total had 500 and almost 560 pips, 59 trades with 100%. So I may actually deselect the losing trades and just keep these two. As with optimizations, you just don't know how long they're going to last for, but these ones have lasted since February, and it's September already. So done really, really well. Yeah, so this one, as I mentioned, is Hamster. If you are a Patreon member, you will get this. You can download this, and you download the optimizations and get the same results. So let's look at the next one. So this is a demo account. This one is a free trading robot, and the details of this are also within Patreon. So if you're a member of Patreon, I'll point you in the right direction. And the reason why this is a demo is because this is a grid Martingale type system. These are trading systems which are high risk. I don't tend to like them too much because they do have a habit of blowing your account. But this one I've been running since April, and it's done amazingly well, around 60% return. You do need a 10k account, however, for this to run. I've tested it with Anything smaller, it does blow out. As you see, there are quite sizable drawdowns, almost 40% drawdown. Um, but for this size account, it seems to have worked. Now, I don't know, I can't say it will work for a live account, um, because it is also taking very, very small number of pips. They're really small, 2 pips if it can. So yeah, this is interesting. I don't know if anyone would want to run this on a live account and risk $10,000, but if it does work, you can see here, we've already made almost $6,000 from 10,000, so a really nice gain. Um, but you've got to just be aware of the risk and the fact that this is a grid martingale system. So unless you have 10k to throw around, this is not one which I would throw real money at. Hence why this is a demo account. Now, I've done a review on the Forex Cyborg trading robot and was very impressed. Although it didn't start off too well, it soon recovered. There was a big drop here, but then it was compensated by another sort of big gain. And we're seeing new highs with this. And once again, I'll drop all the links so you can see this. But it's been a good consistent gain, I felt, with this one. And because I was so impressed with it, I set up a new one, which was the Forex Cyborg High Risk. So same trading robot, same pairs, but trading much larger lot sizes. And as you can see, it's already made a 25% gain on this is a real account, IC Markets. I put in £545 and it's made 127. Yeah, good 25%. So this is one trading robot which I do like. It is what is called a night scalper, so it tends to open trades in the early hours of the morning, and it's targeting quite small pips, smallish. Some are tiny, like 0.3, but there are some larger ones. This is not a grid martingale as well, so each trade is independent of each other. So if one or two trades do go horribly wrong, it's not going to blow up the whole account. So I do like this one, and I did do a review. I will post obviously all the links on the page. Yes, and that's it, and that's what I wanted to show you. Just some few trading ideas, trading robots. Feel free to comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there are other live trading robots which you think I should take a look at. Yeah, and I'll obviously put all the links in the description box below, so you can track these if you wish, or you can follow or do whatever. Speak to you soon. Cheers, bye.